1792. 46 years after the death of Montesquieu, we're in the midst of the French Revolution. The delegates from Bordeaux represent the ideas of Montaigne and Montesquieu in the Legislative Assembly. They emphasize the importance of the expression of public opinion in a public space and the importance of the separation of power. These delegates are known as the Girondins, called after the Gironde department. Unfortunately, the delegates of Bordeaux have to face the Jacobins of Robespierre, who legitimize violence and terror with a claim to an absolute revolutionary truth. During the Reign of Terror, the heroic defense of liberty and plurality of the Girondins leads to the extermination of the entire faction in the Legislative Assembly. Liberty and plurality are necessary conditions of a free society. That's why the wisdom of Montaigne, the spirit of Montesquieu, and the courage of the delegates of Bordeaux are commemorated on the Esplanade de Girondins, the main public space of the city of Bordeaux. When you look at the Esplanade, you will see a wide open space, at the end of which two columns have been erected. These columns represent commerce and navigation. No doubt, commerce and navigation are the two pillars of prosperity of the community of Bordeaux. These columns also express the awareness that political freedom needs a solid economical foundation. As history shows, political freedom is always endangered by conditions of mass poverty. When you look at the monument of the Girondins from a distance, you'll probably wonder why this Esplanade de Girondins is completely empty. Why is there nothing on this enormous empty square? Well, in order to explain this void, I have to take you to ancient Greece. The Acropolis in Athens houses the most splendid architecture, the most delicate sculpture of the ancient world. Opposite the Acropolis lies a bare rock, the Pnyx. On this inhospitable rock, a place without any decoration, the free citizens of Athens assembled. On the Pnyx hill, free Athenians treated each other as equals. By presenting themselves in words and deeds, they created an in-between, a truly public space where freedom reigned. And in the time of Pericles, to attend this assembly, to act in politics, was perceived as the highest form of being. The importance of a public space where opinions can be expressed among equals, where freedom truly reigns, is emphasized by this wide open space of the Esplanade. The monument, which commemorates the martyred representatives of Bordeaux, consists of a huge column with a magnificent fountain on each side. On top of the 165 feet high column, there she is. Liberty breaking the chains of tyranny. The lower part of the column is dominated by the Gallic rooster. under the inscription to the memory of the Girondins at the four corners, allegorical figures of history, eloquence, and two vacant pedestals for figurative representations of the actual Girondin heroes. The fountain on the left is the so-called Republican fountain. The allegorical figure of justice is seated in a seashell-shaped triumphal chariot, which is pulled by horses in full movement. The feet and the tails of these horses have fish and reptile-like appearances. These creatures have been inspired by Ovid's Metamorphose. They remind us that every existence is in transformation. The political implication implies a warning. As the Republic, like any political structure, is in a constant state of transformation, it needs to be maintained, to be protected, to be defended. The fountain on the right is the fountain of friendship. Friendship and cooperation are expressed by the two men in the center of the fountain. In modern times, politics are usually associated with power, government, rule, and administration. Today, few people would call friendship a prerequisite of modern politics. But this fountain has been inspired by Aristotle, who claimed that friendship does make an important contribution to politics. And you know why? Because, as Aristotle put it, friends are willing and capable to share the world. Isn't that beautifully put? Politics is about sharing what we have between us, the world.